Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another new Samurai match where I will be muted during the game and then analyze it after. Here we go.
광물 충분치 않음. 광물 더 필요함. 광물 부족함. 광물 충분치 않음. 광물 더 필요함. 광물 부족함. 광물 충분치 않음. 광물 더 필요함. 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 광물 부족함. 대군주 더 필요함. 광물 더 필요함. 여왕 생성 성공. 대군주 더 생성해야 함. 대군주 부족함. 대군주 에너지 부족함. 광물 충분치 않음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 광물 부족함. 에너지 충분. 여왕 생성 진화. 점막 위에서 변태해야 함. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 대군주 부족함. 에너지 부족함. 대군주 생성해야. 대군주 새로운 여왕 준비됨. 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 에너지 충분치 않음. 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 대군주 생성해야. 베스핀 가스 부족. 새로운 여왕 에너지 부족함. 부족함. 에너지 충분치. 에너지 부족함. 에너지 충분치. 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 천막 조명이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 여왕색 에너지. 적이 일벌레 공격 중. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 여왕 생성 성공. 새로운 여왕 준비되어. 여왕 생성 성공. 유전자 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 대군주 필요함. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 완료. 천막 종양이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 에너지 충분치. 대군주 광물지대 말라버림. 에너지 부족함. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 광맥 소진됨. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 에너지 충분치 않음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
I like to say I just want to win.
병력이 충분치 않음. 광물 더 필요함. 군락지가 직접 공격받고 있음. 받아들일 수 없는 명 유전자 변형된 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 광맥 고갈된 진화. 광물지대 말라버림. 변이 완료. 광물 부족함. 광물 군단병이 진화해서 받고 있음. 광물 새로운 여왕. 광천막 광물 공격 에너지 부족. 추가 베스핀 가스 필요함. 진화 완료. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 에너지 부족함. 베스핀 가스 광물 충분. 광맥 고갈됨. 에너지 충분치. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 에너지 부족. 일벌레가 공격받고 있음. 군단이 진화했음. 추가 베스핀 광맥 소진된 광물 더 필요함. 천막 종양이 공격받고 있음. 군락지가 직접 공격받고 있음. 유전자 변형된 군단 변이됨. 대군주 부족. 적이 일벌레 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 물지대 말라버림. 진화 완료. 군락지가 직접 공격받고 있음. 대군주 더 필요함. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 대군주 더 생성해야 함. 변이 완료. 군락지가 직접 공격받고 있음. 천막 대군주 공격 부족함. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 대군주 더 필요함. 받아들일 수 없는 병. 군락지가 직접 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 대군주 부족함. 대군주 더 생성해야 함. 광물지대 말라버림. 추가 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 베스핀 가스. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 베스핀 가스 부족함. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 새로운 여왕 준비됨. 군락지가 직접 공격받고 있음. 추가 베스핀 가스 필요함. 베스핀 가스 더 있어야 함. 광맥 고갈됨. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 베스핀 가스 부족함. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 광물지대 말라버림. 유전자 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 점막 위에서 변태해야 함. 일벌레가 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 적이 일벌레 공격 중. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 광물 부족함. 광물 더 필요함. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 광물 충분치 않음. 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 베스핀 가늘천 소진됨. 일벌레가 공격받고 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 광맥 고갈됨. 추가 광물지대 말라. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 대군 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 대군주 더 생성해야 함. 광맥 고갈됨.
Why did I win? Why did I lose? We won! Why did I win? Let's find out on this episode of New Samurai Mode. Wow, great game. It was an exciting game. There was one thing that happened in this match that I'm super looking forward to talking about. I wonder if you could guess which part of the match it was. Can you guess which part of the match I felt very satisfied by and made me very proud of my decision making? Can you guess? Because he was overly aggressive and I defended the high ground. Overlord Scout? Nopers. Well, Overseer Scouting is my practice emphasis, so technically, yes, that's a valid answer. But the real shit was 3 spores in the main. It's so good. So good. Here's the thing, chat. Terran players fancy themselves to be the best in multitasking. It's part of their identity. And one of the things that they see the pros do is boost their medivacs into the main without checking. And that gives them the excuse to do that as well. And when they drop the Zerg, they feel like a multitasking god. But when they drop the Zerg and you have 2 spores right here, and they lose 3 medivacs, doesn't look as hot. So whenever the friendly neighborhood Zergs are like, Neuro, I just fall apart from drops. What do I do? 3 spores in your main. Once you do that, if the Terran boosts their medivacs in, all the medivacs die and the Terran looks like a silly Billy. But if you don't make spores in the main, they get to just put 8 medivacs of bio in your main and you feel like a noob. So someone's gonna look like a noob. And that depends on you and your ability to make 3 spores in the main. I did make an early game mistake this match. There was a little mistake from my opponent. They did a SCV patrol, but it partly went out of the hatchery zone, so I was able to still take this early third base. Losing both creep trimmers there is a bummer, but it happens. A little bit sad, but I'll get over it. Starport Tech Lab coming up. Layers coming up. Second gas coming up. Triple spore coming up. I was thinking, hey, I'll do a Ling counter, but they have a good wall here. I'm not going to find any purchase with that. And then they run some Hellions in. So this was probably the first major blunder from me, is being like, I'm going to go for a Ling counterattack. But if they wall off, you're not going to get damage done. And if they send their Hellions at you, you're going to take damage. So here we get to watch with sadness in our eye as these poor drones just try to live while my Lings are trying to run home, blocked by the queens. We're just trying to take as little damage as possible. But I got punished. I got punished for hoping for a run by when they have a solid wall. 2 depot, 1 command center. You're not going to get in with the Lings. So the Viking killed my Overlord, which means I don't know if it's going to be mech or bio. I made an Overseer. And let's see if we can get a scout here. We didn't get a scout, but we tried. Were the early run-by attempts good or bad? That attempt was not a good idea. Since there are Hellions on the map, you're probably not going to get damaged. Probably not. We did drone up, though. We have 60 to 51, so I'm a bit ahead. The opponent's landing their 3rd command center. I did see the 3rd command center, so I know that whether it's mech or whether it's bio, it's going to be with at least 3 command centers, so I can rule out a bunch of the different 2-base all-ins. I know it's not the 3-factory Cyclone all-in. I know it's not 2-base Marine tank all-in. The 3rd command center told me a decent bit. And here I try for a follow-up scout. That's tenacity. Your first Overlord gets killed by a Viking. Your first Overseer gets killed by a Viking. But the second Overseer scouted everything. What do we see? With our amazing Zerg Scout, we see another factory, but it's mostly barracks that were made. Let's see what my vision of that ended up being. Yep, so I see 3 gateways and a starport here, a barracks here, a factory here. So it's bio. It's bio or maybe Beck, if they have a bunch of mech units. They're making some tanks, taking that 3rd. Liberator went into the main and died. The Queens focused a medivac and killed it. But the stutter step micro of the Marines is very fancy. Sometimes I watch Terrans micro their units and I just think, man, what skill. I am taking some damage here, but my opponent is voluntarily donating their medivac. So I'm actually in an okay spot. They have a good worker count though. 68 to 65, so my opponent is slightly ahead economically. The thing that they lack is a 4th base. My 4th base is up and running. So what I want to do now is basically focus on making drones and banes, and I don't want to make Lings. Supply block mistake from me here. Oops. Infestation pit to get to ultras. I saw in chat people were like, what is Terran supposed to do against ultras? Rapid fire snipe with ghost. Or you can go for mass liberator transition. Either of those are valid as a follow-up to bio. I got Lings in here, killing a tank, causing some disruption. So this run by, I would say, was worth it. They're really tunnel visioning the push down here. And they do get the base, so they got something for it. But I've had Lings in their base for a while. This is messing up their operations. Look at all these new units that were killed. This Ling has 4 kills. Nice. And then we got a good Baneling hit there. Because that's the real multitasking, right? Whenever you're both attacking and both defending at the same time. Whenever the Terran got to focus on one thing at a time, their micro was very good. But as soon as we made them micro 2 things at a time, something gets messed up. It's really hard to focus on both at the same time. Their money is really high. They need to make medivacs and factory units. Something happened here. What are they doing? Oh, they're trying to take a 4th. So this is actually a pretty big comeback mechanic from me here. These attacks from me, overall, were not fruitful. But what I did gain from this was my opponent's macro was basically stunned. They were stunned by the aggression of the Zerg and unable to make units during that time period. So they have all of this value that we could say a higher level Terran player could just kill me with. So that's good. I have 2-2 on the way. My hive is almost done. I have a 5th base on the way. My 4th base is looking good. And my 3rd was remade. I'm taking Overlord Speed and Burrow and Banes and Aspire. Just in case for that Liberator transition. And an Ultra Cavern and Adrenal as soon as hive is done. I caught these on the map, which is good. That was a whole bunch of mines that would have been a lot more dangerous. And this is one of the fundamentals that Zerg players need to know, is that an army that is not at rest, this is some Sun Tzu shit. An army that is at rest is going to be very strong because they're ready to shoot anything that shows up. An army that is traveling is going to be weary and tired and not ready to fight until they get into a good formation. So if you watch, these mines right now are trash units. Above ground, waddling forward, they deal 0 damage to anyone. And they're not invisible. Mines, when they're burrowed and spread out, are God. Okay, see the difference? Unburrowed moving mines, trash units. Burrowed pre-split mines, God. So what we do here is I have the watchtower, which shows me, oh my gosh, look at these waddling robots. Let's just A-move those. So my Lings A-move and I kill 1, 2, 3. I kill 3 mines before they fire, and then my Banes kill the other 2. So they went from having 7 mines to 1 hurt mine. That was a crazy good catch. If I didn't see the mines, I didn't have the watchtower, and they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mines positioned like that, I would be in a much worse position and I might have to give up this base. So that's a good lesson in if you can catch an army that's moving across the map, they'll oftentimes not be prepared because they want to be macroing during that time. They want to march across the map and macro and then focus on their micro. But here, this fight absolutely did not go their way. Super did not. Units lost tab, still slightly more efficient for Terran. But that's how it goes. Both of us have good eco. They have a lot of SCVs. Props to him. Give them some props. Now they're getting more starport. And they've more or less gotten on top of their money. They have a bunch of production now. So this is a good setup. They have a very nice setup here. Oh my gosh, this is my favorite part of the game. A spore here, because Terrans like to drop a medivac here, so I just put a spore there. And then spores on the high ground cliff. Let's just watch and enjoy this together. I would like to dedicate this drop defense to all the Zergs who are unsure of what to do against Terran drops. Yeah, wait, it's not here. It's a little bit later on. You have to wait a minute. I think they get another clump of stuff. Yeah. Yeah, it's when these guys join up. Okay. So I do a Ling run by here. Good Bane hit there. Now they're down to 78 workers to my 85. They're trying to snipe this base. That's cool. This, dude. Oh my god. This is the best. When I saw this happen, I just felt good. I felt good. Do you ever feel like, you know what? I'm feeling good. I felt good. Even though I lost my 4th. They didn't kill my drones. So the workers are fine. This is it. 2-2 bio with 6 medivacs. Vacuum those guys up. 1 medivac killed. Two medivac killed. Three medivac killed. 4 medivac killed. 5 medivacs killed, only 1 escaped. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. But Neuro, Terran drops just tear me apart. Spore, spore, spore. Spore, spore, spore. And then look in your main base and laugh as the medivacs die to the spores. This is the way. I got my 5th base now, and this is dinosaur time. I've got ultras. My opponent has no fucking ghosts to speak of. So I'm not scared of BCs. I think this is a mistake. BC transition here would only be strong if they, like, ported in 8 of them or something. That would be scary. I would be scared. But 1 BC teleporting in, I don't care. And here, I'm just kind of gradually punching in their base. And notice that I'm not attacking at this base and I'm not attacking at this base. Those would be the best places for them to take a fight. This 3rd base has no defense at all. There's no planetary guarding it, there's no bunker, there are no tanks. So I'm just sending Ling Bane Ultra at it. Just send it. They're trying to pivot back. I wasn't even looking at these Ultras, to be honest. I was looking at getting in here, and I burrowed some mines there. Or some Zerg mines. Banelings, to maybe get some purchase. There's a BC here. This Corruptor with +1, given enough time, might be able to kill it. Nope. The Queen who went and shot a BC and killed it. Like a boss. So I have 79 workers to 48. It's kind of over. Not super over, because I could still blues to mine hits, but I'm in a good spot. I think I get the Bane mine eventually. There we go. Yeah. That's always a fun time. And being up here is really the win condition against Terran. If you're on their production and you're killing the units as they come out, that's pretty much a win. Another note just for my macro setup is that I don't have gases at my 4th, 5th, or 6th base. These are all mineral only. I'm actually fine with just a 3 base of gas income. Because I have a lot of Lings in my army and those cost no gas. And even Ultras cost more minerals than gas, so... we chillin'. We chillin'. There's a nasty mine. Yeah, those things happen. I could have been a little better about bringing an Overseer with my push. It could have been a bit better. Ling Bane Ultra is chomping. It's over. Nice. And that's why I won. Thanks all for supporting the stream and the first time we try the new Samurai format. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba.